It's President's Day. It's a time to celebrate two of our country's most famous presidents, George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. They're also considered some of the best public speakers in U.S. history. So what makes a great speech? Well, experts Katrin Kern and Chris Corbell are here, and they're going to help us out. Welcome, both of you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
So we've all been to weddings or events where we see the toast, we see the speech, and it just kind of makes us cringe, makes us uncomfortable because we know that something's not quite right. And I know a lot of people will say that public speaking is one of their greatest fears. So how do we go about this, Chris? How do we make it a good speech?
Well, you know, there's just 5 things to consider when you're giving a speech. If you follow just this step, you'll be fine. Remember, always start by addressing who you are in relationship to the couple. Share something about the couple that's very memorable. Share something about them that's very amusing. Share something then about them that you find impressive, and end with a wish or a hope for their future.
So it's not just off the cuff. You've really got to think about this and do some research.
Absolutely, and mostly research into your heart and into your memories. And
you have an acronym that you use, C.H.I.E.F. And what does C.H.I.E.F. stand for?
Our C.H.I.E.F. formula is based on presidential speaking, but we'd like to dedicate it to the memory of Jerry Buss, who's also a great leader.
A great communicator.
Exactly.
C stands for command. You want to confront problems, not control people.
And what does that mean?
A good leader doesn't just say, I'm the leader. They look at what's going on and they take responsibility.
And the H?
The H is for honor. So speaking from integrity is key. If you are from your heart, then you touch the hearts of others.
So you talk about things that are familiar to you, things that you know about, and is it okay to share personal stories?
Personal stories are a must. Without them, you are absolutely cutting your power off at the knees.
All right, I inspire. How do we do that?
Oh, well, you know, think about the big things, motivate people to greatness, show them what they can accomplish, share your dream.
And E is for?
Elevate. We say this is speaking to a higher purpose. So it's not just about the individual and the desires and wants of whoever is, speaking. It's about the greater good for everyone.
And then finally, F.
F is for freedom. You're free to share your views, and people are free not to agree with you.
How do we get comfortable before the big day, before we are giving that speech?
No, you got to practice. You have to practice. What else would you say, Katrin?
Do you practice in front of a mirror? I've often heard that. Or
if you can be so bold as to practice in front of a video camera, I recommend that.
And critique yourself, huh?
Absolutely, just to see, because sometimes you don't even know what it looks like until you see yourself on camera.
Or you use your phone.
Yeah.
Set up your cell phone.
Yeah,
and
you can film yourself on your phone.
Right.
All right, great.
Perfect.
Thank you both for being here. We appreciate it. We're ready to go now. Make that speech. For more information about make a toast or a speech, just go to kcal9.com. You can click Seen on TV.